Merhaba arkadaşlar. Umarım güzel bir gün geçiriyorsunuzdur. Bugünkü dersimiz zarf fiilleri. Olumlu ve olumsuz fiillerin cümlelerini nasıl birleştireceğimizi, etkili ve anlamlı bir şekilde nasıl kuracağımızı öğreneceğiz. Okay, let's begin. If I have in the sentence two or more verbs and they are positive and it doesn't indicate that you're doing them at the same time, and if the first verb in the first sentence ends with a or you have to add to that verb up. If it ends with a or e, you have to add ip. If it ends with o or u, you have to add up to the verb. If it ends with ö or ü, you have to add up. If we have two or more positive verbs and both of them are happening at the same time, we have to use arak or erek added to the verb, to the first verb. Cümlemize bakalım. Ayşe Hanım markete gitti. Mrs. Ayşe went to the market. Ayşe Hanım alışveriş yaptı. Mrs. Ayşe had some shopping. In both sentences, they are in positive form. Gitti and yaptı. So, let's combine them together. Ayşe Hanım markete gidip alışveriş yaptı. Elmayı soydum. Elmayı yedim. I peeled the apple. I ate the apple. Both of them, soydum and yedim, are in positive form. And it didn't happen at the same time. I peeled first, then I ate. So I'm gonna use elmayı soyup yedim. Dişlerimi fırçalamadım. I didn't brush my teeth. Yattım. I slept. I have fırçalamadım, which is negative. How I know? Because it's the verb fırçala followed by ma. And I have yattım, it's positive. And it doesn't indicate I didn't do this, instead I did something else. So, combining them, it's gonna become dişlerimi fırçalamadan yattım. Ayakkabılarımı giymedim. I didn't wear my shoes. Dışarı çıktım. I went outside. Giymedim is negative because giy, the verb, followed by me, which means a negative form. Çıktım, it's a verb, it's a positive verb. But it doesn't indicate, giymedim, that instead of this, I did something else. So we're gonna use ayakkabılarımı giymeden dışarı çıktım. Biz sinemaya gitmedik. We didn't go to the cinema. Tiyatroya gitmeyi tercih ettik. Instead, we went to the theater. We prefer to go to the theater. I have gitmedik. It's a negative form, git, followed by me. And I have ettik. Ettik, it's in a positive. And it indicates the instead for the sentence. So I'm going to use Biz sinemaya gitmeyip tiyatroya gitmeyi tercih ettik. So all the changes happens to the first verb, not to the second one. Julia otobüse binmedi. Julia didn't get on the bus. Yürüdü. She walked. I have binmedi, which is a negative verb, bin, followed by me. And I have yürüdü, which indicates the positive verb. So, and the sentence, it says clearly, she didn't do this, instead she did something else, which means she didn't ride the bus, instead she walked. So, it's gonna become Julia otobüse binmeyip yürüdü. Sema bluzunu ütüledi. Sema ironed her shirt. Sema bluzunu giydi. Sema wore her shirt. I have ütüledi and giydi. Both of them are positive form, and it doesn't mean that they happened at the same time. So I'm going to use Sema bluzunu ütüleyip giydi. Sema bluzunu ütülemedi. Sema didn't iron her shirt. Sema bluzunu giydi. Sema wore her shirt. I have a negative verb, ütülemedi. How do I know? Ütüle followed by me. And I have giydi, it's in positive. But it doesn't indicate that she didn't do this, instead she did something else. So we're going to use Sema bluzunu ütülemeden giydi. Leyla aynaya bakmadı. Leyla didn't look at the mirror. Leyla saçını taradı. Leyla combed her hair. I have bakmadı. It's a negative form. How do I know? I have bak followed by ma. And I have taradı. It's in positive form. And it doesn't indicate that she did something, she didn't do something, instead she did something else. So I'm going to use Leyla aynaya bakmadan saçını taradı. We mentioned earlier, if we have two verbs or more in the sentence and they all are positive form, and we're doing them at the same time, we're going to use arak or erek to the verb. But if you see in the sentence these words, bu sırada, which means meanwhile, ve, and, böylece, so, or as a result, bir yandan, on the other hand, you have to use arak or erek added to the verb. Kerim ile Sardar kahve içtiler. Kerim and Sardar drank coffee. Bu sırada sohbet ettiler. Meanwhile, they chatted. So, I have içtiler, positive, ettiler, positive. They're doing them at the same time. And I have a hint in the sentence, which is bu sırada, meanwhile. So, combining them, Kerim ile Serdar kahve içerek sohbet ettiler. Cemil çay içiyor. Cemil is drinking tea. Bu sırada gazete okuyor. Meanwhile, he's reading the newspaper. I have içiyor and okuyor. Both are positive form. Both are doing at the same time. And I have a hint in the sentence, which is bu sırada. So it's gonna become Cemil çay içerek gazete okuyor. Adresi polise sordu. She or he asked the police for the address. Böylece evi buldu. So, or as a result, she or he found the house. I have sordu and buldu in positive form, and it happened at the same time. And more, I have a hint in the sentence, which is böylece. So, combining them, adresi polise sorarak evi buldu. Bebeği salladı. She rocked the baby. Uyuttu. She made him sleep. I have salladı, uyuttu, both in positive verbs, and it happened at the same time. So I'm going to use bebeği sallayarak uyuttu. Filiz televizyona bakıyor. Filiz is watching the TV. Bir yandan da ütü yapıyor. At the same time, she's ironing the clothes. I have bakıyor and yapıyor. Both are positive form and it's happening at the same time. And more, I have a hint in the sentence bir yandan. Combining them will make Filiz televizyona bakarak ütü yapıyor. Doktora gitmez. He doesn't go to the doctor. Evde dinlenir. He's resting at home. I have gitmez. It's a negative verb. How do I know? Because I have git followed by me. And I have dinlenir. It's in positive form. So the two verbs, the two sentences says, he doesn't go to the doctor. Instead, he's resting at home. I have the instead meaning. So I'm going to use doktora gitmeyip evde dinlenir. I'm not changing the second verbs. Always change the first verb in the sentence. Elini yıkamadı. He didn't wash his hand. Yemek masasına oturdu. He sat down on the dining table. I have yıkamadı. It's a negative verb. How do I know? I have yıka followed by ma. And I have oturdu. It's a positive. And it doesn't indicate he didn't do that. Instead, he did something else. So I'm gonna use combining the two sentences. Elini yıkamadan yemek masasına oturdu. Cüzdanımı almadım. I didn't take my wallet. Evden çıktım. I went outside the house. I have almadım, a negative verb. How do I know? From al followed by ma. And I have çıktım. It's a positive verb. It doesn't indicate that I didn't do this. Instead, I did something else. So I'm going to use cüzdanımı almadan evden çıktım. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.